Good evening. Thanks for joining us on Arc Salt Lake. I'm Heidi Hatch. Glad you're with us. It is Friday. We made it October 24th. We are now exactly 1 week from Halloween. Tonight, we're taking on an in-depth look at the advancements of artificial intelligence and police technology. Before we do, let's see what we can expect from weather this weekend.
Gorgeous end to the week on this Friday evening, and temperatures still pretty comfortable. We were in the 60s today for highs, a degree or two above normal, and it's still comfortable out there this evening. We're at 59 with clear skies, and it's those clear skies that will transition into a gorgeous evening ahead. Those temperatures not too bad. A little bit chilly tomorrow morning as we cool things down into the 40s, but we'll be rain free and off to a great start tomorrow in Washington County, down in the St. George area. For Tour Day St. George, those temperatures will be climbing into the 60s by lunchtime and then eventually the 70s. But we are looking at some changes. No rain in the forecast for tomorrow other than a sprinkle late in the evening. It's Sunday where we'll see some on and off rain showers, some snow up into the mountains, some lingering rain early Monday morning with the storm. But the storm will also produce a cold front into the area, and we're talking about temperatures that are going to be swinging pretty heavily here from 70 tomorrow down into the 50s as we head into Sunday, Monday, and to Tuesday. We'll let you know how long this lasts and how much rain we could see in my first alert weather forecast.
They want to hire these young, smart brains that kind of understand it better to say, hey, can you help us integrate AI throughout our entire company? They need to be able to say yes.
A business that started in one man's home and took days to create, just days, is now worth millions in helping the next generation. David Ochoa met with John Cheney, the creator of Gen AI PI, who created his program as a personal challenge earlier this year. It's a product that teaches people how to use AI along with its valuation. It's going up. It's led to a partnership with BYU.
Back in February, John Cheney started a business in his home, and in a few days, he had his first client of about $15,000. Since then, it's grown exponentially.
At this point, we're worth about $10 million.
Gen AI PI teaches people how to use AI. Cheney says AI is growing at a near vertical rate, and his business is an example of that growth.
We want people to be able to show up to work, not be afraid of AI, be able to use it, be able to get more done, and really be able to, take advantage, harness the power of AI.
He wants to teach people to get ahead of the AI curve, and BYU wants the same for their student athletes.
It gives them an opportunity to be on the forefront of their career after their sport.
Jason Ayu is the Associate Athletic Director for BYU's Built for Life program. Built for Life is a new program that helps student athletes prepare for life after college. They've partnered with Gen AI PI, and Ayu says he understands the value of giving the students a head start when it comes to AI.
I don't want to be like the internet phase where we jumped in too late.
About 4,600 people per day are losing their job to AI right now.
With the threat of AI taking entry-level jobs, Cheney says those who know how to work with it will have the advantage.
They want to hire these young, smart brains that kind of understand it better to say, hey, can you help us integrate AI throughout our entire company? They need to be able to say yes.
That was David Ochoa reporting. Artificial intelligence is getting more personal, with some chatbots blurring the line between digital and real-world relationships. But Microsoft is taking a different path. AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman tells CNN the company wants its technology to be kind and supportive. He says Microsoft is doubling down on safety and will create an AI you can trust your kids to use.
Now we're stuck with, how do we even verify what's in the report? Is this AI generated? Is this actually what happened?
Artificial intelligence continues to evolve and is now being used by public safety agencies here in Utah, like police departments. Brian Schnee explains how they're using it and also the potential concerns that come along with it.
Law enforcement usage of artificial intelligence. That's the bill that was signed into law by Governor Spencer Cox earlier this year. Some public safety agencies are now using AI, while others had already been using it before the legislation was signed.
Charges recently filed against the man who allegedly sparked the Deer Creek fire in San Juan County. And at the end of a lengthy charging document, a disclaimer. The probable cause statement was generated with the assistance of artificial intelligence, AI, While efforts have been made to ensure accuracy and completeness, please verify all critical information independently.
Now we have to go through it and question, is this really what happened? Or is this what AI is putting into a report?
The San Juan County Sheriff's Office just started using AI, but others.
We signed a contract about last October or November, and we've been utilizing it ever since for report writing.
Moab police had dabbled in artificial intelligence.
Once you've used it enough and experimented with it enough, you'll see that the benefits far outweigh any kind of a detriment to what you've been doing in the past.
Now more of their officers are using an AI dictation software to write reports.
Quality of reports gone up. The amount of time we spend actually working on reports has gone way down, which obviously gets us back out in the community to be dealing with other things a lot faster.
In the new state law, there's a policy. Departments need to include a disclaimer if AI was used to generate the report, and it requires the officer to certify that they've reviewed the report and information is accurate.
Because we're dealing with, essentially with criminal defense, you're dealing with taking away somebody's liberty based on, an investigation that was done by an officer.
Criminal defense attorney Sky Lazaro sees the benefit for officers in terms of time, but also has some concerns.
So there's always been questions about police reports and how investigations are conducted. I think this adds another layer to that.
Have you noticed anything that you did need to glaringly change because it just altered something?
I think for me, and what I'm seeing in most of the reports, is mostly names.
Sergeant Monty Reisenhoover plays a major role in how Moab City Police has developed their AI use over the last year.
I knocks a 30-minute report down to, 5 minutes tops.
He sees the most benefit with grammar correction, transcription, and using the tool to translate languages.
You could just tell it what to do and it reformats it. You're not going through line by line and doing, having to space over and delete it out. It's just you tell it what to do and it does it.
Departments in Utah are using this AI product. It's called Peach Safety, and on their website, they list and demonstrate all of its capabilities,
which includes a hands-free dictation feature along with body camera and audio processing.
We've always questioned reports. That's why we have the cross-examination and due process, and it's part of the criminal justice system to make sure that, what the officer did is in line with body cam or other evidence.
They also list various agencies they work with, including the Grantsville Police Department and the Utah Department of Corrections.
We started testing it for a couple of months and we loved it. We said, where do we sign up? We're gonna keep doing it.
Moab City Police Department telling me that they're integrating the next phase of body camera video and audio transcription. They also say that their officers know to review reports that used AI transcription and that they need to sign off to verify everything is accurate. Brian Schnee, KUTV 2 News.
So what is the cost for the AI tool they're using to help generate these reports? Moab Police Chief Lex Bell says it's affordable. According to the website, $15 per month per user. Well, long gone are the days of sketching or just taking pictures of crime scenes and crashes. Even more new police technology, not only helping map out the crashes, but helping prevent them in the future.
Ultimately, what this does is it combines and reduces the amount of time that investigators have to be out on scene, so they can go and collect all the evidence, the physical evidence in the sense of being able to photograph and identify everything that's in a scene, and then they can bring it back to a more controlled environment where they can start to piece things together, get exact measurements, trajectories, things of that nature.
This 3D light scanner helps officers recreate the scene virtually, but like any technology, the device is far from perfect, often not being able to scan reflective materials. You heard a little bit about this earlier, but we wanted to highlight the newest program for BYU athletes. Jason Ayu, the director for the program, says he wants to make sure his athletes understand there are opportunities in life besides the league.
Built for Life's a program that we've implemented a few years ago. We just continue to put tools in the tool belt, give them resources, give them mentors, tap into Cougar Nation, and just help them, get a step into something outside of their sport.
Growth. 4 days of school instead of 5. Sign me up. Coming up in Arc Salt Lake, the big proposal on the table for Iron County families.
Well, it's a gorgeous end to the week, and we're getting closer to Halloween. And for those maybe heading downtown or to your friends or neighbor's house for a Halloween party, it's really nice for that. The only thing that we didn't have going today, we had the warm weather, the sunshine, but we had air quality issues here. Did you see that haze? We continue to be stuck with this hazy sky through the next few days here. With the inversion set up, high pressure system in place, it's that time of year, but I think we can kind of shake things out and start to see some cleaner air as we make our way through the weekend. One of the mechanisms to do this, we need a storm or some kind of wind event, and I think we'll get both as we head into Sunday. For right now, the winds are calm. Tomorrow, just a light breeze out of the south-southwest. Could see some 20 to 25 mile-per-hour winds, but look what happens on Sunday. We could see some area-wide 30 to 40 mile-per-hour winds up and down the I-15 corridor, including as far southward as the Cedar City area. And again, that should help clean out the air a little bit, and also a little bit of rain on Sunday as well. but it was a beautiful day temperature-wise, 63 degrees. That's slightly above normal. And this evening, cooling things down. We're still into the mid and upper 50s for much of the Wasatch Front. So if you're about to head outside, you don't need a jacket. You'll need a jacket for maybe early morning risers tomorrow, but tomorrow it's going to be another mild day. Here's the storm moving in across the Pacific Northwest. The main part of the storm still back out over the Pacific. The cold front, though, that will bring us a pretty significant drop in the temperatures as we make our way into Sunday and Monday of next week. You can see across the state we're dealing with no clouds out there, but we're starting to see some cloud coverage across the corner of the state. We'll start to see increasing clouds through the overnight into tomorrow morning, waking up to partly cloudy skies for much of the area, mostly cloudy skies into the afternoon, evening, and I think we'll be mainly dry tomorrow for much of the day, other than a sprinkle or stray shower the further north you head. The rain event arrives Sunday morning, starting off with a few isolated showers, more so across the higher terrain with some snow up into the mountains, and then that better chance for rain arrives Sunday in the middle of the afternoon from Provo on northward into Logan. So this is going to be an event for mainly northern Utah. This continues on and off through much of Sunday evening, and then it'll gradually taper off from Sunday night to Monday morning. And I think we're now dry for much of Monday here, but it'll be cool and crisp out there with more sunshine returning. How much rain? It's already been the wettest month of October on record. We're going to add to that with this storm about 1/4 of an inch on average, higher amounts the further north you head. And this will be mainly a storm for our northern mountains here, where we could see maybe about a coating to 2 or 3 inches, really not a big snow event as well. Those lows overnight, we're dipping down into the 40s and 30s, so chilly early tomorrow morning. But look at the highs. We're getting close to 70 degrees, sunshine down towards the south, mostly cloudy skies up towards the north. A lot of events this weekend, including the Utah game tomorrow evening. It'll be nice with that, other than a stray sprinkle later on. And then, of course, for the Bank of Utah Championship, the weather tomorrow is looking fantastic with an early look here, a week away now. Halloween is looking nice with temperatures into the 60s. So St. George, you have temperatures into the 70s as you head into the weekend, into early next week. Pretty much the same each and every day. Across the Wasatch Front, we're going to go from 70 to 58 on Sunday, 56 on Monday. That's going to be mainly early in the morning with those lingering showers. We dry things out by Monday in the middle of the day. Tuesday, we start to warm things up. Beautiful conditions. Wednesday and Thursday looking really nice back into the 60s. So it's that time of the year, the temperature's kind of going up and down here.
Yeah. Well, this is a big win for Halloween. I've spent enough Halloweens in Utah to know that sometimes you need a puffy coat for the snow on Halloween.
Yeah,
so
it could
this
be
is
rain,
good.
it could be snow, but we'll take sunshine with temperatures into the 60s here. We'll have to watch out for the morning commute on Monday. Right now, some of the models show still some lingering rain chances, but it looks like we could luck out here with that storm in the past.
Okay. Definitely paying attention to Sunday. I know a lot of families for fall break are in southern Utah coming back from Moab, St. George and stuff, so could be a long, rough drive home on Sunday as well.
Absolutely, especially the further north you head Sunday. I think southern Idaho could see some good rain. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll be paying attention. Sean, thank you. After a property tax increase and 2 bond measures failed, the Iron County School District now considering a big change that could impact parents. The district says they may shift to a 4-day school week. They say the change would save money and could also help boost attendance. Now the district has sent a survey to families asking for their thoughts on this.
This is typically the time of year when we start looking at the next school year calendar. And as they were looking at that calendar, the board president asked the superintendent if he would explore the possibility of a 4-day school week. We've been recently facing some setbacks with our tax increase proposal that was denied by the state. And so the board president just wanted to see if maybe going to a 4-day week would be a money savings option for the school district. And maybe it would be something that would be appreciated by teachers and parents and families alike.
For the state to consider allowing the school district to change its schedule, they would need to give a satisfactory reason. With the early out Friday schedule, Shauna there said that Friday's the worst attended day of the week with a 3 to 4% difference. It may not seem like much, but in terms of student success, she says it's significant.
We were dealing with a lot of attendance issues on Friday, and so we wanted to explore if eliminating just that partial day might help with attendance, might help with student morale, might help with teacher morale, you know, all of those things. And then just to see if people were willing to go in that direction. Where we see a higher attendance Monday through Thursday, we wouldn't see so many students missing a Friday, and teachers tell us it's difficult to teach half of a class because then they spend Monday trying to catch up those who did not come. One of the other things that we found it would really help with is transportation. It would cut down transportation. Just that one day taking students back and forth to school could save us about $300,000. So it's a cost savings and also allows those buses to get maintenance on that Friday and some other things to happen that day. Another thing we've run into is custodial, that our custodial staffs don't have time to necessarily do deep cleans in schools. And so that Friday would allow them to do that during the daytime hours instead of right now we're doing graveyard hours to get that deep cleaning done in our schools.
According to the board briefs of the meeting where the idea was introduced initially, some other benefits they listed that could include more family time, high school schedules that better align with university and technical college schedules, fewer athletes missing classes on Fridays for their games, time for maintenance to do those deep cleaning she mentioned and other projects during regular school hours instead of late at night. Coming up here on Arc Salt Lake, People magazine's first ever title of Sexiest Cat Dad has now been crowned, and some stars are not taking this loss lightly. Taking a look at what's trending online, big day in Riverdale. The brand new Trader Joe's grocery store is open. This is the northern Utah's first Trader Joe's. All day long, people have packed the store near 40th South and Riverdale Road to buy groceries. The next closest one is 4 South in Salt Lake City. People who live in Weber County say they are excited.
It's the best day of the season. They just opened and they are wonderful. Great store. We're so happy they've chosen you.
Always something fun to find in Trader Joe's. There are now 7 Trader Joe's in Utah with 2 others planned for Holiday and Harriman. Well, People magazine officially crowned David Franco as its first ever sexiest cat dad. It was part of the magazine's Sexiest Man Alive Reader's Choice poll. Franco beat out other big names like Mark Ruffalo and Miles Turner, but there does appear to be a cat fight now. MGK commenting on social media, "I love you, Dave, but me and my 3 cats have something to say about this." And Bobby Flay said he's literally devastated. The competition goes on. It's nice to have something to smile about. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next for 2 News at 9 and 10 p.m.